Alright, today we're going to be installing a air filter on a 2024 s1000rr. Not too hard, probably take like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you're not comfortable, take it apart your bike, take it to a shop. They'll probably charge you 300 bucks, $200-300 to change your air filter, because you do have to take off a good amount of things. So first thing is we're going to have to take the seat off. You're going to have to take off this piece, this side piece, this side piece. You're going to have to take off the gas tank, which they're pretty easy on these bikes. First, you can start by removing the seat. It is this one Torx T25 bolt right there. So once you get the seat off, next thing we're going to be doing is taking off 1, 2, 3 bolts. So when you go to take this off, keep in mind this bolt, it's got the longer collar, is what's going to go in here, and that's what's holding your gas tank in. So don't lose that bolt. We have Velcro here, so I'm going to go over here, Velcro come off, try to pop it out over here. That, come over here, get this Velcro off, pop that off. You'll pull it right off. There's those 2 clips, 2 Velcros. Set this aside, don't get it dirty. Alright, next we can go ahead and take out these 2 bolts. Alright, now what we're going to do is come down here and take off this bolt and this bolt. So once you've done that, you want to push down right here and separate these 2 pieces like that. Do that on each side, push down and pull up like that. That's going to separate this from there. And then from here, this whole piece will just come off. This little clip, push down and pull back, and the whole thing's just going to fall off. And now we're going to walk over this side, do the same thing, pop that out. And so now you guys are going to have 1 bolt. So this is your air filter slot right there. That's where your air filter sits. So you got to take out your ECU. You have another T25 bolt. Don't lose this washer in there. So once you got that ECU bolt and the washer out, set it aside. Go ahead and grab a 13mm. So now you're going to take your 13mm, 13mm. Come over here. Come over here on the other side. And while you're over here, throw on a 10mm, take this off. So you have 2 little clips in here. So what you're gonna do is lift this up, slide the ECU back. There's those 2 clips, slide it out the way, and now we're actually gonna take the pump off, or the tank off. We got some breather hoses. And something I forgot to mention, on the fuel tank when you're taking it off, there's gonna be the fuel hose. You just push the side of it together, pull it down, and there's 2 little plugs that you have to take off. When taking off the fuel hose and putting it back on, there's a clip that the fuel hose rests in, so you don't switch the fuel hose and don't start for gas and blow your motor up at 13,000 RPMs. So make sure that fuel hose goes back in its original clip, and just double check it once you get the tank on. So now you just want to come over here, lift your tank straight up. Alright, so once you have the gas tank removed, you got a few connectors you got to pull off. This one right here. Oh, come on, I might need 2 hands. Alright, once you get this one removed from here, take off this one. This one you will probably need 2 hands for, because it's double clipped on each side. Alright, next one you're going to want to take out, it's going to be this one right here. Once you do that, pull this up out of the way. You're going to have to cut the zip tie here. Alright, pull that zip tie off. Remember to zip tie it again. Pull this out and around from there. This will lift up. There's a clip in here. And you'll just fold this kind of like that. Alright, from here, you're pretty much done. You just gotta pull it out of these 2 tabs right here. Lift it up, pull your air filter out, And then that's about it. All right, once you clip out those two sides, this will pull out. And then go ahead and pop this out. I'm getting stuck on. Then you'll just pull this out. Grab this, drop it back in there. Go ahead, grab this. Push it back in. All right, from here, just install everything, plug back in your connectors, get this back in place, and we'll be good to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the tank back on, put these two connectors back on. I would start with this one and this one, doesn't really matter though. Most important thing, you have this little clip right here that your fuel hose sits in. If this does not sit in here, when your tank is on there, it could squish it. And if you have fuel starvation, you know, at higher RPMs, chance your motor could blow. So just make sure that it's sitting in this little clip. Let me try to show you guys right there, sitting in that little clip. Like I said, once you get everything clipped in, just come over, lift it back up, and make sure that you're clipped in right here. So I'm just gonna double check. As you can see, I mean, put your breather hoses back on. All right, so we now have two nuts to go on those studs, the one long bolt to go through here, the bolt to tie down the ECU right here. And from here, go ahead and get like these two little fin parts, pull it back, pull your ECU back, and get those two prongs right there and these clips. Now we just got this last piece to put on right here. It's just the Velcro pieces and those two clips. One clip, two clip, Velcro, Velcro. Really easy piece to install. Just make sure it's all lined straight. Once you get on there, just make sure everything's pushed down. Make sure both clips are on. Once you have all that in, all that's left is just put the seat on. And once you get this last bolt on back there, you're all done.